You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel.
First female fireman down here.
No, basically I picked shovels.
Then I which is not one day.
Not most things.
How did all these sounds come to be here? These particular voices, diesel and steam. Creaking tracks. Ballast falling like impatient rain. The clatter of cups in the cafe. The wailing screech of power tools. And in the garden by the museum, hawthorn branches gently shuddering in the wind. What brought them together, here, in this time and this place?
Press your ear to the rail. Episode 1. Steam.
Steam has always been part of us, from the first icy breath on a winter's morning to the sight of a loco wreathed in curling steam. However, not just the railway has run on steam. The paper mill at Sittingbourne was steam powered from an early date. With the building of a second mill at Kemsley, it was decided to concentrate steam production in one place. This resulted in the construction of a steam pipeline alongside the railway, feeding live steam to the machinery at both mills. The smaller of the two carry the live steam and the larger the exhaust steam and condensed water. The hissing of these pipes was a feature of the railway for many a year. They now lie silent.
Paging driver 671. Paging driver 671. Would you kindly remove your steam from the tannoys before they
Yeah, really, it felt like Dickensian, with the giant red wall looming over you and the steam coming out of the pipes, the hissing, and yeah, it felt really Victorian, yeah. I didn't mind it in the daylight, but of course the mill walls were still there when I started commuting up to London to work. So on the winter evenings, walking from the station back up into Milton, and we didn't have the orange lights in those days. All the lights in Sittingbourne were blue lights, and it cast such an eerie, well, like something from a film, really. I felt anxious at times doing that walk back home, yeah.
Daniel and Jim are up the SKLR line, pursuing an interesting project. They're going to inject some fresh steam sounds into the old pipe network. They're hoping in some small way to bring the pipes back to life.
Right, we've climbed up onto the Sittingbourne viaduct that the train travels along, and we're next to this. What would you describe it as, Daniel?
Well, it's a metal pipe, I suppose, double the size of a sewer pipe, but it's really thick metal, and I assume it was to do with the steam or carrying water back to the Kemsley paper mill running along the side of the viaduct, so it's just hanging off the side.
It's right next to these black pipes that did in fact carry the steam. Unfortunately, there's no way of getting into these old pipes, so we're going to have to settle for second best and use this. Is it an iron pipe?
Yeah, I'd assume so, yeah. It's quite rusty.
Should we pace out and see how many paces long it is, Daniel?
Yes, yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16. How many paces do you make that?
About 16, wasn't it?
16 paces long.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like a foot diameter, I'd guess. So it's quite a wide-looking pipe. What are we here to do today?
We're going to try and put a speaker in one end and play some steam sounds, and you're going to put your microphone in the other end, and hopefully that sound will travel down the pipe and give us a sort of a distorted effect, or even perhaps an effect of how the original steam pipes might have sounded, hopefully.
Do you know what I feel a bit like?
What?
I feel a bit like Baron Frankenstein.
Right.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm bringing these old pipes back to life. Let's get to it. Okay, hit it! End.
Hello. Is that the Arts Transmission Project?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Look, about this paper thing. I'm afraid you got it all wrong. It's not the paper, for goodness sake. It's the fire.
Your domestic fire is probably only a ruddy glow, whereas the fire here will be blinding white hot when you've really got it going. So you're working the fire a lot harder, and you're obviously throwing a lot more coal on. But there's a great skill to it, because you have to ensure that you've got steam when you want it. The fire takes time to get going. You throw several shovelfuls of coal on the fire, and nothing happens for 10 minutes. So you've got to do it 10 minutes before you want things to happen. On the line here, you've got to look and think on the level on the way out. I don't really need an awful lot of fire. But later on, we're going uphill, and I should need a bit more fire there.
Me and Daniel's here at the coal shed. Daniel's agreed to do some shoveling, so let's see how we go. How was it?
Okay, yeah.
Could you see yourself earning a living shoveling?
I think my arms and back would be in problems if I did it too long.
Same for everyone. Joe, I see you're watering the hot ashes. Are you expecting it to grow?
Well, you never know. No, it's just to make sure it's all extinguished really before you leave it. That's the only reason. I'm going to put it back in the shed now, so
You're going to move it?
Yeah, going to move it, yeah.
You've still got enough power in there to move it?
Yep, yeah, so yes, it's still got quite a
okay.
bit of steam, so yeah.
Where does it store all the steam then? In the boiler? It's still...
Yeah, it just stays in there. So, yeah.
Fantastic. This I've got to hear.
All aboard. Hurry up, you at the back. We're leaving. No, not on a jet plane. The signal's changing. We're off.